I already don't like this, you guys. I don't like this at all. I was trying to make it look more professional, but really I've been using my mic as a paperweight for my mouse pad, and it's been great. Um I was trying to go for a more professional look. When you watch the Ringer podcast and all that, you see the microphone. I don't know why. It doesn't seem necessary. I know that watching back a couple of my videos, the audio quality hasn't been great, but it's been there, right? So I have no idea if this is too loud or whatever. I feel weird. Like I'm not even talking my normal voice with it so close. But I noticed yesterday when I was trying to record music that my microphone was all screwed up. And I actually this microphone here was a gift from one of my very good friends, Liam O'Brien. Funny enough, this racially charged hat is also a gift from my friend Liam O'Brien. So um, probably the friend that I argue with the most, and I've actually come to realize it's because we're the most alike. We're just very, I don't know how to put it, but like I think when I thought we were just the opposite, I came up with the best way to describe it yesterday, and of course I've already forgotten, but I think it is because my friend Liam and I are the most alike in a lot of ways. Um, but anyway, thank you for joining me. Also, in talking about the mic and trying to record music, I did want to say a special thanks to everyone that has been supporting the SoundCloud channel, Manville Music's Radillac SoundCloud channel, because you know that it may or may not be more of a hobby at this point for me, but regardless, it's really nice that people support. Um, so the Francisco Lindor contract. Um, Actually, bit of surprising news here. I love the Francisco Lindor contract. I think the Francisco Lindor contract is awesome. The reason being is if you're Miguel Cabrera or Albert Pujols and you're playing that 10-year contract into your age 41 season, that becomes a problem. Francisco Lindor will be an unrestricted free agent by his age 38 season. So the last year of his deal, he'll be playing out his age 37 season, which is seems old, but when you have guys playing for $30 million at age 41 to get the best shortstop arguably in all of baseball locked up till he's 37, that actually to me seems like a great deal. And Francisco Lindor started out as a 300 hitter actually before he converted a lot of his contact into power. He still hits for like 270, 275, Javier Baez. I won't get over it. But he's definitely, his contact isn't where it used to be when he first broke into the bigs. I actually saw him his first week in the bigs lose to the Chicago Cubs something like it was either 16-0 or not. I think it was 19-0. Um, good guy David Murphy pitched for the Indians that day, as well some other position player, but at least two different position players, including good guy David Murphy, pitched for the Indians that day. 19-0. Chris Bryant hit a grand slam. Basically, what it was a preview of the next season's World Series, and I'll never forget. I've been saying it since that day. This was 2015. I said that would be the World Series. I called it after watching that. I didn't call it that day, but headed into the 2016 season, I will take it to my grave. I'll also take to my grave that I fell asleep during Game 7 of the 26th World Series because I'd had too many beers. I was supposed to go to my father's house. I got a little nervous. I didn't want to show up, drink a few beers. I mean, it could have all worked itself out. I mean, it was a moment in time, whether I was a few beers deep or not. I'm sure my father would have loved to have had me to share that moment. But then I don't think I could have handled watching him go through that, to be real with you. I mean, he had gone in person to at least one World Series game, I believe in both 95 and 97, if not playoff games. He's a lifelong Cleveland fan, but I believe first and foremost, it starts with the Cleveland baseball team. So that brings me to another point. I really got on the Indians, the Cleveland baseball team the other day for what I perceive to be the worst logo in sport. And that's because they have the crooked C. What are you doing, Cleveland? Like, what are you doing? You have the crooked C. You have the coolest logo in sports, but you go with this block, stupid. First off, three or four different teams at least in the major leagues use a freaking C as their logo. On certain days, Cleveland, Chicago, Cincinnati. I'm sure I'm missing one, but like, okay, dude, you have a red C, like at least two other teams in the major league. Could you make it at least interesting? A little bit? You have the crooked C at your disposal. I'm just not understanding that. So I'll put on my Jacobs Field patch hat as I go on, but more or less, I think the Francisco Lindor contract's awesome, and the fact that Cleveland basically closed the championship window on themselves is ridiculous. It's just, why would you do that? I mean, this city's gone through enough with LeBron leaving not once but twice, with the Browns going 0-16, going 1-15 with Deshaun Kaiser. No, going 1-15, then trotting out Deshaun Kaiser to go 0-16, winning one football game in 2 years. I don't care that the Browns went to the playoffs last year. That doesn't just all wash away overnight. Sure, make a few more playoffs. Maybe win a playoff game. Maybe win more than one playoff game, and then if you go to the AFC Championship, maybe then I can start to forget about the fact that you made me sit through 1-31 or whatever that was. I'm not going to review the Lindor contract. Well, if we're going to talk about it, we probably should. Excuse me. I'm not going to review his stats because I sort of went over it already, what he is. And he's a really good defensive player. By the way, if you guys ever want to just get lost in how awesome sports are, visit the UConn women's basketball Wikipedia page one day. I'm just going to leave it at that. If you want to just find yourself an awesome, just rabbit hole, just you'll lose a whole day. Go to the UConn women's basketball page and just on Wikipedia and just absolutely lose your mind at how ridiculous they are. Because we've all known it. We've all, we're aware, right? But to see that amount of success and just see it like that, it's incredible. But yeah, let's go Francisco Lindor spot rack. I must have had it pulled up on my phone. I guess I can. He's no longer part of the Cleveland baseball team, is he? That's another contract we got to talk about, right? Robinson Cano. I think that's one I've really forgotten about. I mean, I've really forgotten about that contract. And it took me putting this hat on to remember that to remember that Robinson Cano was ever even a player, honestly. I mean, that's what I don't get. So when Albert Pujols thought he was going to greener pastures by going to the Angels, Robinson Cano already played for the Yankees. How is it that the Mariners offered him more money than the Yankees? I'll never figure that out. Cano has been suspended for the entire 2021 season after testing positive for performance-enhancing drugs. He's on the Mets as well? Oh my God. You guys, Robinson Cano, they're playing on the same team now. Robinson Cano is making $24 million. I think he's forfeited. Yeah, Robinson Cano forfeits salary this year because of his suspension. When did he get suspended again? Did they just sweep that under the rug? I mean, what a disgrace. And again, Robinson Cano making $24 million his age 38 season, or was supposed to make $24 million his age 38 season, was supposed to make $24 million his age 39, and $24 million his age 40 season. Those are 3 seasons where he was due $24 million each, and look what's become of him. Lindor, that's why I love this contract for the Mets. Lindor isn't on the books for any of those years, and just on this same team now. Now you can just look. Who, I don't even know, is Cano supposed to be the second baseman, or is he a third baseman now? But all Lindor has to do is look to the guy next to him to see, wow, that's a bad contract. And I just don't think that Francisco Lindor is gonna hurt the franchise the way that Robinson Cano is now punishing 2 franchises. Wow. And I can accuse Albert Pujols all I want. There's a guy that's just like literally doing steroids in 2021. How do you not realize you're gonna get caught? What is the matter with you? Oh my God, Robinson Cano. I take the hat off in disgust over that one, honestly. Jeez Louise. Yeah. All right, we move on. So Francisco Lindor is the number 1 paid shortstop in baseball. Number 2 on the Mets. Who's number 1? Frickin' Robinson Cano. Jacob deGrom, probably. Yeah. Wow. Jacob deGrom makes $36 million. What is his contract? Huh. But deGrom is already in his 30s. He's 33. Whoa. And I thought my friend Dale told me that he told me that Corey Kluber went to Stetson. Did Jacob deGrom also go to Stetson? Because that's crazy that Stetson's produced 2 of the better pitchers of the last 15 years. Pretty remarkable, unbelievable, to be honest. And even this deGrom contract scales down a little bit for him. They pay. He's again. The Mets are doing it right. The deGrom is an unrestricted free agent by the time he hits his age 37 season. I think Lindor will play his age 37 season, but they're getting out. I mean, they're signing their guys to big money, but they know when to get out. You don't sign a guy till he's 41 years old. That's just not how you do it. I got this hat, by the way, one of the very first times I went to Chicago. This hat I got, I believe, the first time I went to Wrigley. This thing is probably top 3 because he comes from the back. It looks like one of those baby blue hats, right? And then you're like, who is an Orioles fan? I'm a Chicago Bear Cubs fan, Cubby Bear fan. And yeah, I was really a Cubs fan, you guys. Like, my last name. Now this is breaking the fourth wall here. My last name is Cubberly. And I was actually the first Cubberly in 50 years to not be referred to as Cubs. My father, my elder brother were both referred to as Cubs, spelled differently, but said the same. And I did not get that privilege. I was given a variety of other names. And somehow the name Rat stuck. I don't know if it's because of my appearance, because of my actions. More than likely both. I sort of operate low to the earth. But yeah, enough of that hat. We got too many. Okay. Because for the life of me, I mean, I don't really have I don't have anything else to say. The Cleveland baseball team, guys, they just made a terrible mistake. They closed the championship window on themselves for absolutely, positively no reason. And this reminds me, my friend Carlos is he lives in Cincinnati. He's coming to Bowling Green, Ohio, just south of Toledo today. He's coming here to play Pokemon with my other friend, Dylan. And then he's going to go back tonight to Cincinnati and then kind of come back Saturday. And I think today's Thursday. So will someone tell this kid to cut the crap already? Oh my gosh. Um, gotta be honest. I thought I'd have more to say about Francisco Lindor, but I just don't. Like, he's my favorite player. And the fact that I have to watch Ahmed Rosario play shortstop for the Cleveland baseball team is a sin. Not by me, by the Cleveland baseball organization. And I I wish I was better at this technology stuff, you guys. I would link the comment I made or whatever. Like I'd link the post that they put up on Facebook where there's like the 2021 season start about to begin and it starts with you, fans. It starts with you. Well, okay, you know what? Then let's just do it. The fact that they're even being referred to as the Indians this season is outrageous. There's nothing that even that there's nothing besides the name at this point. There's no imagery. There's no nothing that reminds you of the team that we grew up with. It's just the Cleveland baseball team. Aside from the fact that when you turn on the TV, they're still saying Indians. That's just weird to me. Like that's just so weird to me. Like they phased it out long enough. Like I'm totally ready. We've had like more than a year now to talk about new names and this and that. Like I'm ready. I'm so ready to be moved on from. I mean, and it'd be nice too if they actually changed their organization going forward where, hey, we're going to have a new team name. Let's not operate the same. Let's not remind them of the Cleveland Indians because the Cleveland baseball team is going to be a team that competes the right way. They're not going to build championship contenders, build these championship windows to just close them on themselves because they don't want to spend money. You're an owner of a professional sports team. Okay? Okay? I have to buy groceries even when I don't have money for groceries. You own a professional baseball team. Even if you don't think you have the money, you spend the money on your baseball players because they will bring baseball fans to your baseball park and you can sell baseball tickets and make money from baseball. I'm pretty sure that's how America's pastime works. I could be wrong. Oh, shoot, I'm wearing a Toronto hat. I'm talking about America's pastime. I need to switch hats here. Putting on my San Diego Padres hat. Look at what they did. They signed freaking Tatis, who's not even played a full season yet. Are you kidding me? Fernando Tatis hasn't even played a full season yet, and he's making Francisco Lindor money. Francisco Lindor gave his heart and his freaking soul to the Cleveland baseball team. This kid was a 300 hitter, defensive wizard, was everything he was said to be, and then he's like, you know what? Check this out. I'm gonna start hitting close to 40 home runs. You know what? Let's check out his stats. I said I wouldn't, and again, look at this. I can't do one of these videos without getting upset. If I didn't have a remix of Aaliyah in my ear right now, I would be actually losing my mind. Yeah, just a career 285 hitter. God, dude. Because that's how good his batting average was. 313 and 301. Through 1.5 major league seasons, he was hitting over well over 300, but then came the power. 33 home runs, dropped down to 273. 38 home runs, bumps up to 277. 32 home runs, but he's up to 284. And then last year he sort of struggled, but who didn't? I'm not holding anything against him. This guy was runner-up in Rookie of the Year, and then the preceding seasons he was 9th in MVP, 5th in MVP, 6th in MVP, 15th in MVP. He won either a Gold Glove or a Silver Slugger each season, was an All-Star for 4 straight years, and was top 15 MVP caliber player. Not quite to the Pujols where he was inside the top 7, but more or less an MVP caliber player his entire career in Cleveland. How do you let a guy go like this? Like, just to see that his stats are actually this truncated in a Cleveland uniform, I'm disgusted. I am literally disgusted right now to see that this guy played. If you combine 2020 and you combine his rookie year, he played 5 full seasons for the Indians. That's it. We the organization, and I say we because I've been a fan for my entire life. If you Dylan will say we when he talks about the Miami Heat, and it makes me laugh. Um, Not that he isn't like a real like Miami Heat fan, but I know how funny it is when people say we, okay? But I don't care. We, the Cleveland Baseball Organization, brought this kid up. He was immediately a dynamo. And this is how we treat him? We just say simply, hey, you've been an MVP for our team this entire time. We just can't afford you, though. Sorry, bye. And, I'm sure it's awesome that he gets to make all this money and play in New York. And I'm sure it's ultimately it's what he wanted or whatever. But if you're this organization, how do you not hang on to this guy? We just saw how do the Milwaukee Bucks keep the Greek Freak when the NBA is as ridiculous as it gets as far as players getting in their own head and then deciding they want to play somewhere else? How is it that the Milwaukee Bucks kept Giannis Antetokounmpo, and yeah, that's right, I can say his last name, Giannis Antetokounmpo. How is it that the Bucks can hang on to that guy, but the Cleveland baseball team can't hang on to Francisco Lindor? I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna freaking throw up. I need to think of the good times, like when I went to Washington D.C. and I freaking had a blast with my old friend Sean Fulford. Sean, if you're out there, man, I love and miss you, man. Let's just bury the hatchet. You were one of my best friends back then. I don't know what happened. I don't know why you decided to attack me that one day on Twitter. And I know that I had some help in attacking you back, but come on, man. Even that was almost 5 years ago, man. And, we've been out of high school. I'm looking at this thing. So the mic, now that it's not my paperweight, I'm using my senior night hockey puck, man, which says 2012 on it, and it's 2021. We've been out of high school almost 10 years. There's just no need for you to be, acting a fool. So that's all to say that I'm happy baseball's back. I really am. Happy to be doing fantasy baseball. Happy to see that they're going to play. I don't know if they're playing 162 games or not. Let's see. Let's hope. But yeah, thank you guys for all the support. I'm having a blast doing what I'm doing. I really do. Even as music is something that continues to sort of like be a thing, I think we all understand, like, if we have a passion, it's what we need to follow. And if music is a passion, sure, but my passion for sports is so deep and so rich that I really, as much as I believe in myself as a rapper, or as someone that just enjoys making music, honestly, I feel like I've got the stuff. I feel like I've got it when it comes to the sports thing. If I could just get a little help, maybe, what has it got to be? I've tried the mic or whatever, I've tried. Dang it! I've tried putting on different stuff or whatever. Like, you guys tell me. That's what the comment section can be for today. You tell me how I can improve this channel for you guys as a viewer or as a listener. And let's grow this thing together. You guys are on the ground floor, baby, and I promise you, this thing will grow. And I'm taking you guys with me. What can I say? So you guys enjoy opening day. I'm sure I'll see you tomorrow, but you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I'll talk to all you guys later. All right, I'll see you.